Now this is a unique glazing bead. It's really very clever. They've put this piece of polyamide in here, which is the same materials on the thermal break, clipped into this aluminium profile, and you can see that that flexes. Now what that does is when you put it in and you can feel it sort of snapping, click into place, it's grabbing in there, it's flexing slightly, and it's going in, and once it's in, it's in. And the only way you're going to get it out without damaging it is with this special deglazing tool. Now the deglazing tool slips in there, and what you do is you push that polyamide plastic, if you like, away, and that allows it to start coming out, and then the whole thing just kind of unzips from there. But without that tool you really are going to struggle to get that out. But it's a very, very good system because you don't get that black rubber line either. You've got a much nicer aluminium finish with just a thin piece of rubber there. So rather than having to push all that gasket in, and it never looked that great, quite honestly, this is probably, apart from the fact they patented it, this is the future. Yes. That is joy. You know, I've struggled with these things sometimes. Sometimes you get the little mallet out on them and you're pushing them and they don't seem to go. That is beautiful. Got a white packer in. There may come a time when you want to remove the glass for some reason or another. Either it's been damaged or because the towing and healing isn't quite right and you want to make a minor adjustment. Well, on an ordinary window you'd have to pick out the gasket, maybe with a pair of long nose pliers, and then remove it all, and then quite often you find you have to put new gasket in because it's damaged removing it. With this beading system, you don't need to worry about that. You can take the glass out very, very quickly indeed using this special deglazing tool. Now, what I would say at this stage is be very gentle with this. We don't want to scratch the paintwork or anything, and if you find that that rubber is stuck in there, it's dried out, you can just squirt a little bit of silicone spray in there, even just something like that, just to loosen it up slightly. And then we just push that in the corner like that, and then as we do, we've hooked it out nicely over the edge, and then the whole bead comes out in one go. Now when you're doing this, always take out the side beads first and then the bottom and top. Put the beads in the order they came out in so you know which one's left, which one's right, and get somebody to support that glass. And then when you go to put it back in, you simply do what we did before. You position that in place, and it's as simple as that.